Real quickly before we begin, I want to thank this video's sponsor, CarMarshal.com. CarMarshal.com can save you lots of money on buying used or new vehicles, cars, trucks, school buses. If you want to save money, I'll have a link in the description down below. I know I'm going to
Hi Ms. Gibson. We released a statement to the press who have inquired. We also posted the response under the Scoop article which was added to their story. The Northport Police Department does not keep a list of sovereign citizens. We recently received this public records request, Sunshine Law request for all documents, emails, memos and texts on the list of people you have marked as sovereign citizens. A list was created as a result of the request itself. This recent list was generated for the public information request by searching keywords within our alert system. It's no different than if someone requested seniors documented as being known to walk away from home or a juvenile known to run away. It is not a list which has been generated or used prior to the request. Yes, an officer when dealing with an individual might find that information. It helps the officer understand who they are dealing with. The same way it would help to understand that when we get a report of a missing child, that they have run away in the past. Every case is worked individually. In most of the alerts detected in the search, the officer on scene noted that the individual identified themselves as a sovereign citizen. They said it. In a few, the officer marked they have a similar ideology to someone who has tendencies of a sovereign citizen. The Northport Police Department does not have a definition as to what a sovereign citizen is. Typically, these individuals themselves say they do not believe they have to abide by state and/or federal laws and/or regulations. There have been reports nationally of those claiming to be sovereign citizens acting violently towards law enforcement. This particular alert is for officer safety and nothing more. Again, this is not a list which had been created, authorized, updated, or reviewed by anyone at any time. However, in light of this situation, we are going to look into how these items were entered into the system and how they should be, if at all, moving forward. City Watch, Northport, FL shared Francesco Abruzzino, The Scoop's post. 12 HRS. Note, I found my son's name on this list after receiving an email from Charlotte County COPWATCH. Frankly, it freaked me the bleep out all weekend. I reached out to the city and here is what I have learned so far. Chief Morales from NPPD called me this afternoon to discuss my concern with my mentally ill son showing up on the city-provided sovereign citizen list. He provided me an interim update and I expect to hear more at a later date after his department reviews and collects further details. I expressed my concerns and he was open to hearing my concerns. I believe he takes them seriously. He also explained they do not maintain a sovereign citizen list per SE, but that it is a flag in your file that should you ever be run by an NPPD officer they would be better prepared and know what they are up against going into the call. It is still a list that can be queried by the system at any given time. So list or database flag, to me, are one and the same. I asked if this information was shared with any other agencies. He assured me is not. I am not sure how I can confirm such because the other departments are claiming intelligence exemptions. The information does not go to the FBI but it is sent to NCIS and Florida Crime Center. I don't know what they are but didn't think to ask either. He believes it is an officer safety issue. While I am all about officer safety, my son's safety is just as important. He agreed. He provided a general understanding that if anyone that interacted with the police and made in any indication that they believe they are not bound to the rule of law, it is noted for future contacts. I spent the better part of this weekend reading through all the hogwash on the internet about what a sovereign citizen is. They range from constitutionalists to domestic terrorists. Lord knows what the truth is. Seems pretty willy-nilly to me. Ugh. I am giving the chief time he needs to sort this out, but I asked him directly to remove my son from this list. He is mentally ill. He is not a freaking terrorist. Thank you, Chief Morales, for your call and reassurances that you are on it.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done... Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's
just
getting a little too pushy. You work for us, Sheriff. Just keep that in mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.